Welcome back.
Oh, I didn't do it.
No. How dare you take my snap away from me? How dare you? Let me start again. Anyway, welcome back to PEL Contenders Phase 3. This is day 4. We have 2 fantastic games so far, one in Erangel, one in Miramar. Of course, we'll be going back to Miramar for game 3. So we're looking at the point standings overall, Max, so far.
Tornado Energy, not surprising. They got now an almost 30-point lead. They're just running away with that advantage.
31-point lead over second
31,
place.
yeah. They're 31 on second. That is huge. Like, even one game is not enough to actually get over that advantage. So Tornado Energy, we talked about a nice comfy cushion. Now they got a huge sofa under themselves. They're really nicely positioned. YMCA back now in 3rd position, fighting it out with Milky Way. So the 2 teams are going a little bit back and forth overall. And last crew, one team that I'm really surprised by, they were in last position on day 2. They routine themselves so well. They're back now in 8th position.
Yeah, they kind of have, like, again, these points are still fairly close. Other than let's say third, like first, second, and third have a nice cushion, but 4th place Katana, there's only 25 points between them and 9th place. Again, it's the points difference you want to create. Tornado Energy, they're doing exactly what they should be doing. Not only are they holding on to top spot, but holding that huge lead. Right now, they have a 64-point lead ahead of 9th place. If that's not secured their spot into the final stages of Phase 3 Contenders, I don't know what is.
Well, they're definitely a really nice spot for them. Let's go for Game 3. Today on Miramar for Group A of the PEL Contenders right now. Same plane, but it's just going to go from the opposite direction.
Is it the same plane?
It's almost the same plane. And one team's going to be really happy is Rewap, as they can drop instantly towards the south of Miramar. No problem. Once again, one team that's going to be really sad about this is going to be Katana. Probably instead of going to Campo Militar, they're going to go once again for La Cobriera. That should be just fine there. Quick Math, really hoping a better performance from them, because Quick Math, they started so well off this Phase 3. But the last 2 days, a little bit all over the board and a little bit disappointed that they're actually out of the top 8.
It's the fact that they haven't been maybe as safe as they should be, Max. They could look to take a bit of influence from YMCA. So go for a bit of a safer position when you've already extracted so many kill points out of your games, which they've done fantastic. And you need to focus on those placement points. Focus on it. Because if you focus on the placement points, the kill points will come. They'll come because you're naturally fantastic at it, right? So you focus on the weakness, which is maybe their positioning not being as aggressive as they should be, not being as safe as they should be. You work on that, and it'll follow up, and they'll find themselves instantly back in the top 5, I can believe so. But that Phase 1 circle, Max.
Yeah, very high up north, Imperium. And not a lot of teams actually up there. Actually, maybe 30% of teams are actually in that circle right now, so they're going to try and rotate. And there's a lot of room between Cruz del Val and also Torre Ahumada?
Yeah, I know. It's a hard name to say, isn't it? It is.
Torre Ahumada.
Ahumada.
Seems like an anime name or something. Torre Ahumada.
You just want any excuse to speak.
I haven't watched my One Piece episode in ages. I need to watch that. Okay.
Giant weeb. Apologies, guys. We have a giant weeb. Oh my lord. Ferrari Breach holding down outside the circle. Picado. I wouldn't say they have a nice, easy entrance into the circle. They do, but they don't. If they do it early enough, yes, they do. But if they leave it late, they can find themselves being pinched by a lot of teams making their way into the circle.
They have one really easy entry point, but it's also a valley, and you can see that you had DOS Pilot and also Unity and YMCA. They might be able to get 2 angles on them. So they got to be a little bit cautious. Maybe send a 100%. Scout out and just to get a little information.
Send a scout out. I'm not normally a fan of scouts, but in this situation here, it would actually be very good. Tornado Energy leading the top of the table like madmen that they are. I'm going to call them madmen because they're just dominating PEL Phase 3 Contenders. Group A at least, because we've yet to see what Group B teams. We will see that tomorrow, of course. So I'm definitely going to be interesting as to what the comparisons will be from points point of view. But that's it. That's later on. That's later on. Yeah, I know. Okay. Fanboy mode. Yeah, fanboy mode activated. But last crew, they have a really nice kind of coastal line to get into into the circle. They could go into the direction of the HeartShift are heading, but either way, they have a nice entry into that circle because they can just take that coastline and head into circle via where Ashahar is.
Yeah, they could try and go for that. Quick Math and Unity, the neighbor. I'm going to call Quick Math and Unity the neighbors of Miramar. They always drop at Hacienda del Patron and San Martin.
Yep.
They never really pick a fight. There's no need to. Easy rotation for them. They're in circle 2, so now the circle will be closing on through in now 30 seconds. So rotations will have to happen for the teams that did drop very, very far down south. Unity going for that rotation pretty early on. Maybe go very high up north, actually. I think that would be smart.
It would be. I am a little bit worried for Milky Way, though, because they hold on to center circle, but they're split max. And I'm all for kind of split dropping if it's in a safe location, but when it's split dropping and the circle is exposed and you're right in the middle of it, and a lot of teams with the plane trajectory have dropped down south, they're going to be looking to push on north. You could find yourselves pinched. Now we have seen Offstring and iZoom have both gotten into vehicles to join the rest of his team. Wise choice, wise time to be doing that because, as we talked about, Uni moving their way up northwards.
Mm-hmm. Katana, they did go for La Cobriera because they couldn't get to Campo Militar. That's completely fine.
I think they're going for the crate.
They might go for it. I mean, I think that no teams are really expected to drop really so far up north. Also, I wanted to say something. We haven't talked about that in quite a long time.
Okay.
If you do want to check out the dedicated map stream,
yes,
go to twitch.tv/PEL_esports_map, or if you want to make it easy for yourself, type in chat !map. You have a dedicated map stream where you can see where your favorite team is standing, just know the rotations, and just know a little bit more what we're talking about at some point. Because it's definitely something you want to try and keep an eye on.
Yeah, because sometimes we do kind of talk about where these teams are located and when they're not being featured on the map, and you might, go,
something stands out.
How do they know that, or what? I want to find out what they're talking about. You can do so indeed. Is LXG making their way through from the southern side of the circle? It's center southern, so they want to be a little bit careful. They're heading in the direction of where Stellar Esports are, although Stellar a little bit split up.
Country road, take me home to the circle. Okay, no, it doesn't work. No,
can you whistle?
Is he gonna I'm scared of ear rape in the stream.
No, it's just a question.
I can whistle, yeah.
You can't sing.
Oh, okay, you just.
I played you,
okay.
big time boy.
I hate you.
Big boy play right there. Thank you very much. I'll go home now. No, it won't really because I have to finish this cast. At 3D Max, they have high ground. They have a really nice location. A lot of rocks that can kind of hide behind. They have also compounds. It's inside circle. I'm pretty sure I'm going to make a prediction that phase 2 is going to shift down south. So they'll still be nice and comfortably inside the circle.
And you're going to have a little bit southern shift at some point. 3D Max, they're going to get back together.
Yep.
Because they do drop a little bit split early sometimes just to get that loot up towards the likes of El Pozo. They should be just fine. Rewap, a team that did, they're the team that dropped the furthest down south. They're going to have the longest rotation, but also a really easy entry point towards the likes of El Picado. So Rewap should be able to get themselves safely in circle. A lot of teams actually toward main locations like San Martin has actually taken over.
I gotta say, Rewap have also made the kind of wise choice of leaving it quite late to get in the circle because if you look around them, no gatekeeping going on. But Ferrari Breach with the minivan, which is slow as hell as a vehicle, going on through as DOTS pilots, up above them, looking to maybe crash if they get given a chance. oKKo and Washout now in and out of those buildings, looking to peek around their corners.
Rip. Stranded car for Azarine, unfortunately.
Oof. You hate to see it.
You hate to see it when it happens. That's the unfortunate terrain. But actually, Katana, they might be able to flush out example. Here it is, a few shots back and forth. I think they did explode one wheel. There it is.
Go for the wheels.
I think they got a wheel there. I'm pretty sure they got one. Here it is, another one on top of Ali GG with that derby car. Easy shots. I'm pretty sure he got another wheel after that. Yeah, he got another one there. Here you go. Gets 2 wheels, and here it is. Oh my God, what was that? In that container, explosion. Ali GG instantly flushed away by Katana.
But Talk has got to be careful because he was a little bit out in the open, and he could have been lasered by the rest of his team. Same with Kamka and Maxizor. They also, got to say, they've really been a lot more aggressive in today's games than we've seen them in previous days. And Maxizor on his own in that last game in Miramar was a force to be reckoned with as a one-man army. So Ferrari Breach now holding on to that compound before it does get breached potentially by DOTS pilots.
I think that Rita is just scouting at this stage, so I don't think a storm will be happening right now. It might in the future, but at least they do have the information that a team is located in that compound. So just go back to your team, get as a 4-man squad, then storm it. That would be the best play from
I think
them.
there's no compound storming allowed until, I think, September the 21st. Area 51, I think. Is that on September 21st?
We can only do that when we have military base.
Oh, is that a rule?
That's a rule. That's a rule that I set.
Wow. Sorry.
My rules.
Well, I love breaking rules, so fight me as a Noki from 3D Max with that vehicle driving through. 3D Max, yeah, a little bit split. This phase 2 circle shift, I said it was going to go down south. 3D Max were going to find themselves in a comfortable position. They are. Rewap going in from the southern side. Quick math, hold on to the center of the circle, as do Milky Way.
NXG actually and Stella, they're on the very west side here of the circle. They might clash a little bit as they try and get an entry point towards La Cobriera. From you kids, they finally got back together. That's what I was waiting for. They had last position last game taken out by Tornado Energy. Doesn't seem like Tornado Energy. Actually, Tornado Energy are pretty close, so might have a little bit of an open wound. They might try and put a lot of salt on that open wound. Tornado Energy trying to maybe get a few nice positions. I talk about Tornado Energy, Katana in the distance. Really, not much should come out of this fight. Also, Tornado Energy very, very split. But they do have a few cars under their control. They can try and get back together.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think Tornado Energy and Katana will actually be expecting anybody to be going into a circle from the west side right now. So I don't think they're looking to, let's say, directly gatekeep on purpose, other than just holding a nice compound on the edge of the circle. But with the hearing the vehicles from both Stellar and LXG, that will turn their attentions in that direction and away from each other.
And actually, one of the teams I talked about earlier, they are coming through the west and might get gatekeeped by Katana if they do get that information. Also by the likes of Tornado Energy. Fuse just going to try and res back up just a little bit. He's down to mid HP, so he's going to try and take his time to get back in circle. Stella, they're also pretty slow. They have to make it through. HeartShift and last crew. Oh, Kowo getting knocked away by Jap1. Does have a little bit of a building to work with. I'm pretty sure he might be taken out unless the rest of HeartShift do want to try and assist him. Yeah, that's going to be the end.
That's going to be a secure. HeartShift are actually a team as of the start of today with the lowest placement points. Only 11 placement points in 12 games. Not a good average. Should be setting yourselves if we want to make it into the top 8 and move on to the final phase 3 contenders as Katana from Kamka from Katana, should I say. Looking at now, head in the direction of Tornado Energy as Azrin did get knocked down.
I'm pretty far away, so I'm pretty sure Azrin will be taken out of the picture by the likes of Tornado Energy. And actually, very far in the back, actually. Might get a nice pinch on top of Celis from Stella. There it is, a few shots coming out. There's that SLR.
Come on,
35, nice, but he is prone, has a little bit of terrain to work with, but he's still out of circles, so very scary for the likes of Stella. Tornado Energy got the high ground, actually turning the shift on this fight completely in their advantage to try and maybe shut down a future rotation from Katana. And I think that here Tornado, they did the best play they could potentially pull off, just to try and set up for the mid-game.
Yeah, they're preparing themselves a little bit better. They are kind of looking to hold on to their compound more inside the circle so they can look to gatekeep the likes of Katana and Unity if they get given a chance. But not Unity, I mean Stellar. But talking about Unity, they took a couple of shots on in the direction of YMCA, who hold a couple of different positions inside the kind of field area. As you do see the compounds, just outside the field. Quizzy did knock down Turbo Banani, but that revive should come out successfully.
And XG to find another entry point actually on the west side. That's great for them. And they're actually pretty close on the circle. They've got a compound actually on the very edge on the west side they can get under control if they want.
Yeah.
This circle is huge for the likes of Quick Math. We talked about it. They haven't been doing that great on Miramar. Only one game where they had a decent performance in second position, day one. But this, if they want to try and get a good game, this is the kind of game where they can actually come out on top.
And they kind of need it today. They do need a good result because they're slipping a little bit down the table.
Then like 10th, I think, 9th, 10th.
Yep.
They're out of the top 8, definitely. InsideGames. Careful, Pixel, going to get scouted out. Back to his team. He tried to scout, but too many teams around, so he's got to go back to the safety of his team. They're going to try and get cover shots. 3 Max also getting back to the 4-man squad. So you like to see it when teams get back together. As the next phase 3, is going to be closing up in just about 15 seconds.
Odstrelovac and Pixelix sticking together as 3 max now. Possibly going to breach a compound with Quick Math, but Noki, Solar, Furax. Noki a little bit split up from the rest of his team, as Diggory now will be attention alerted. Furax gets knocked down, fragged out by Diggory from Quick Math. Great attention coming out from Diggory right now to what he's known for, being able to frag out in quick situations. Jubzik also holding on to that angle, as is Ensolonzo and Pelty. So Quick Math, even though they're a little bit split, they're holding a lot of positive angles, but so are 3D Max. They could look to kind of flank from 3 different angles if they can really put it together in the right moments.
I'm really surprised that nothing much has came out yet.
See, if Pelty can join Jubzik,
Yeah.
that would be really strong for Quick Math. But I don't think he's looking to. I think he's just looking to scout for Jubzik and hold that angle to give a bit more safety to Jubzik, as he's going to peek in those angles in the opposite direction. So it's great kind of communication and vision and awareness coming out from Quick Math so far.
Ooh, Stella, they're going to try and deny the rotation from Katana. LXG. I talked about LXG earlier in the rotation. I saw a compound that could take over. I wasn't thinking about this one because Tornado Energy obviously already have that one under their control, because they have one a little bit down on the south, actually in the valley, that they can try and get under their control. I think that would be way smarter and safer for LXG. But it seems like they're not giving up on the Tornado Energy compound quite yet. And there's also a big chance that compound will not be in circle, so it's not really worth it.
Plus, you've got Dust Pilots and 4 Angry Kids pinched around, so they're kind of being put under a bit of pressure by 3 teams around them. They won't play very safe. That's kind of why they're going for a little bit of a split for now to hold those angles, then stay protected in the dips of the hills that they are occupying. As Quick Math, 3D Max. The standoff continues between these 2 teams. They're both in the center of the circle, so they kind of don't have to do anything right now.
No reason to rotate if it is on top of you. HeartShift. Mike going to be solo over there in the distance. He's going to try and snake it through. Oh, no, he's going for the car move, actually. That's fine. A little bit faster. Oh, E1. Those shots in the back.
Come on. Down to 50 health.
He's completely fine. It's going to be Ferrari Breach actually doing a 2-2 split. Can try and snipe it from a distance. They're pretty safe also in the dead center of the circle. But this shift is going to be pretty bad for the likes of Stella. They're the team in the worst position, actually.
Last crew don't find themselves in a good position, because where have they got to go?
Road.
Like, okay, they can go on the west side or they can go on the east side. They're both going to come. They're going to come across teams either way, and it's going to be hitting into the high ground. So it's not going to be looking too good for them. Maybe they're just going to take the road, maybe take a compound on the edge of the circle. But Unity now being put under pressure by YMCA. YMCA with the high ground, potentially going to throw a couple of grenades in the direction of Unity, who are a little bit split, but I like that split because the grenades can fly out in all different directions.
Just not too sure, playing it safe as much as possible. 3D Max, actually. They very split, and actually you talked about Jubzik and Pelt if they could get back together. Now they're back to a 2-2 split. That's going to work out for them.
Yeah, true.
They find against last crew. Also Milky Way trying to rotate out from the angle of last crew.
Milky Way.
They're going to, man, a lot of teams going towards the likes of water treatment. Going to have a big fight over there. Stella, you talked about it earlier. They're the team with the hardest rotation, and it seemed like the teams just forgot about Stella completely, and they're going to actually try and get Last Crew in the back. But Last Crew had the information, trying to shoot back. 23 damage on top of Beanie. They have a few rocks and terrain to work with. I'm not too sure if it's going to actually be enough. It is a 4-man squad, though. They
no, Rip,
well.
Rip, I think you're overextending, buddy. I think you're going a little bit too far forward.
Grenade.
Just don't peek too far. Grenade comes out, not going to connect. A little bit too far. A counter grenade is going to go out from Rip. That could connect. No, it doesn't quite.
Wait,
but Rip is now. Yeah. I said he was overextending.
It's a dip too. The grenade's going to roll down to your feet. Yeah. That's exactly what happened. Rip was taken out of the picture for their side. Here it is. Unity, they're going to try and go through. Just take Nihanas from HeartShift out of this game.
Ooh,
YMCA down to Sikora only. One-man army. Can you do the moves? Can you do the plays? That's going to try and come from behind. They're just closing on through so efficiently. Orange was also on his left. I'm pretty sure we're going to see YMCA out of the picture. Here it is, 16th position overall. Unity doing a really good storm on that compound.
Yeah, they were kind of on the low ground. They got in there. YMCA tried to put a bit of pressure on them, but didn't pay off now, as Tornado Energy looking to push on towards the direction of DOS Pilots. POLLADERUC.
Oh my god.
Is knocked down. Example does get knocked down. Fire, burning fire, taking him down, as Compa is now going to turn around. He gets put down to 47 health. He made a bit of a mistake right now. Trying to secure the kill on the POLLADERUC. Doesn't quite happen. He's put down to 50 health. Now he's going to get taken out. Last crew do get eliminated on their side. Tornado Energy get eliminated. So we're down to 13 teams, 44 players. DOS Pilots making a good start into this game, but now Milky Way trying to put Unity under a bit of pressure. It's going to be Karma potentially biting him in the asses. Tizerin gets knocked down with a fantastic grenade coming out from iZoom.
Yeah, Zoom, can you try and go for the flush? I think it might be a little bit risky because they do have the information. Snoopy also got knocked away, so there's only 2 members remaining on the side of Unity. Here it is, going closely to Tizerin. But if he wants to get that flush, he has to put himself a little bit more forward and out of position. It might turn the tide of the fight. Another shift cone towards the likes of QuickMath. That's going to be huge for them once again. The circle is on their side. There it is, Unity taking shots back and forth. Unity going to be losing 3 members on their side and actually completely taken out of the picture. Completely. Out in 13th position.
Wow.
Milky Way coming out at the right moment.
I thought that was like I thought they were going to find themselves under a lot of pressure, but Unity kicked things off in the right way by taking out Tornado Energy. So that was a great start for Milky Way, and it gave them that extra chance to then kind of third party Unity, and they were able to pay it off right now as Solar gets taken out by Jupsig, and QuickMath, Diggory working very well together. That's the kind of two of them, 2 new members of QuickMath working very well together as CTA. RKF from DOS Pilots potentially going to get himself knocked down. He did go in that vehicle, which helped him for a little bit. Got taken out, but now Lipsin in the other area of this map now trying to survive. They still have 4 members up, but they're dancing around the bullets being fired in all different directions.
Yeah, there are no teams behind them. At least there's a little bit for Angry Kids, but they're very far in the distance. I think they should be safe from that.
Yeah.
Actually, Angry Kids, they're trying to rotate too, but they have a really bad rotation because they have to go downhill, which is going to be very scary. You have so many teams, like you have Ferrari, Breach, DOS Pilot, so many teams that can just shut down that rotation.
True.
Northrest is going to be that first member to actually try and rotate away. He does get that nice mountain for himself. And that's just going to give him a little bit more time to rest back up. Maybe the rest now, Foreign Kids, have to rotate, but they get knocked 1 by 1 and die. And RonnieKray was knocked away. Only 2 members remaining on their side, away on the distance. Foreign Kids going to have to try and take a decision right now, but Katana got the same compound as QuickMath, and they do not want to share this compound with them.
Oh no, they haven't been aware.
Huge.
It's great play coming out from Jupsig. But I gotta say, Katana, you gotta be aware of your surroundings. You gotta be aware that there's potentially somebody around that corner. You didn't look, you didn't peek. You paid the price as 4 Angry Kids get eliminated in 11th place as DOS Pilots.
Northrest.
No, sorry, it was actually DOS Pilots that got eliminated. My humble
Northrest did it
apologies.
on his own.
Yeah, Northrest was a 1-man army indeed. So great play coming out from 4 Angry Kids, picking up a good start to this game as we do hit the 21-minute mark. 10 teams, 28 players alive. 3D Max still in this game, still going strong, but only with Phantom left.
Yeah, he's going to try and snake it through. I'm not sure if they even have the information that Phantom is there, so he can try and just sneak his way past their defense. A few grenades going to be coming back and forth, not quite in range on top of Guess Who. The Ferrari Breach playing very split. And Washout again, very far in the open, which is a little bit scary here. Because also in the distance on the back of their head, you have Milky Way and also InsideGames and Rewop. They're just going to take a few nice shots back and forth. So Ferrari Breach, you're going to have to be very cautious. Is this rotation going to shut them down? Oh my god. So many roads in this circle. I think it's going to be really early ending, actually.
Plus, like, QuickMath have the only real compound inside the circle. You do have that hill that potentially InsideGames could kind of head towards. That could give them a little bit of protection, although it is by the side of the road. Whoever wins out between Ferrari Breach and Rewop will have a nice bit of a segue into circle. And Stellar and Milky Way, they also hold high ground angles, especially Milky Way still going as a 4-man team.
But the very top of the mountain is actually not in circles, so they might have to go a little bit downhill. It's always going to be a very scary situation to be in, especially when you do have a big compound and close by and a lot of roads, as I just said. Here it is. Oh, fine! Almost taken out there. The car just about to explode. Might want to get a little bit out of range of that one, buddy. QuickMath, oh my god, QuickMath, Diggory taken out, but back of their head, you have 3D Max getting that nice flush away on Asbrain, 1 extra kill point, that's what you're looking for, QuickMath. Down to now 3 members. Diggory can get res back up, he just he's got that wall, he's completely fine. I thought 3D Max might try and get a little bit involved with that fight because he's still out of circle, there it is. Ferrari Breach finds Rewop, Mage Bane instantly deleted. Same for E1, got knocked away. But guess who? You're going to be the last chance for your team. Shots fired a little bit back and forth. He does have that smoke, that rock for himself. In the back of his head is going to be Stella getting involved and taking that one for themselves.
Yeah, all he could do is try and dance around the rock. He's being pinched from all different directions now. Ferrari breaches. They try and make their way through the circle, taking shots from, I believe, Quick Math,
every team.
Stellar, every single team around him. There's still Northrest from 4 Angry Kids still going. He's going to try and get his way into circle as InsideGames find themselves under pressure by the side of the rope, but taking shots over in the direction of Milky Way as DP gets taken out. Stellar, they kept it fairly quiet in this game, but they put themselves in a very strong position, still with 3 members up.
Zoom going to try and get a little bit closer. Milky Way down now to 3 members. Doing a 2-1 split. They do have actually the 1 building under their control, Milky Way. That's going to be big, but 1 grenade once again is all you need to shut that down.
Ooh,
Zoom getting
baby.
slowly closer. Prone down. Does he get the information? Seems like he doesn't quite give his position away. Just peek up. Here it is. Got the info 100%. A little boss reaction was that M4. Doesn't quite find any bullets actually, and he's clapping straight back in the head of Billy. Billy?
Billy the Billy. Let's just call him
Hello,
Billy.
Billy.
Billy the Kid is strong enough.
He got in. Phantom got in actually to the same building as
Only
Quick
the
Math.
best is good enough. As Quick Math gonna try and be the best to be good enough. As Degree peeks around the corner, being aware, Phantom gets taken out by Pelty. Now still a 4-man strong Quick Math team getting into the compound that is still inside circle. Is it gonna go towards it? No, it actually goes away from them as the hill that Ferrari Breach do occupy is kind of going towards them, but not really because it's still out in the open. It's still by the side of the road. Nobody is really in a safe position other than maybe Milky Way and slightly Quick. Kind of. Maybe Quick Math as well, because Quick Math, they have that little bit of a shack they can go on to. They are still a 4-man strong team, as are InsideGames.
Ferrari Breach. They're going for a rotation that I'm not really expecting. They're getting really far ahead of himself. STR and Milky Way.
It's tough.
Yeah, it is very tough to work with. But Stella still, they're down to 3 members, Celis, Beamy, and Moleman. They saw InsideGames going to try and rotate up on their side of their head. Here it is. Quick Math getting involved. Jipzik getting that first knock on top of Celis. Down to now 2 members. Going to try and get a few smokes, maybe a few grenades too, to apply pressure on Ferrari Breach. But Quick Math, they're not giving them any room to work with. Oh my god, so many kills. Stella out in 6th position. 5 teams remaining.
That was the typical example of why this circle is so hard, because you peak, and if you take too long to shoot, you're going to get taken out, and that's exactly what happened to Stellar. It feels bad, man. They should have just taken a couple of shots off and tried to secure a frag in the time, as InsideGames, Odstrelovac trying to shoot up in the shot that Milky Way do occupy the final 2 members. They have a couple of dips. InsideGames actually look pretty strong. They're inside the circle, across the road. It all depends on what this Phase 8 circle is going to do. Is it going to go towards the direction of Quick Math? Is it going to go towards InsideGames? Whoever goes towards is going to find himself in a prime position, as still that 4-man, actually no, sorry, now 3-man strong Quick Math going to look to take out, secure that squad wipe on 2 4 Angry Kids.
Oh, that grenade!
Nice play. Ferrari Breach now down to oKKo only, down to 50 health behind that rock. Is he going to get the heal off? No, he isn't. Actually, no, he actually managed to get that knockdown, but not before getting taken out as Quick Math actually get taken out by 4 Angry Kids. Northwest with the nade of the century, securing a squad wipe and kills for his team and putting himself into the top 3 as InsideGames now 3-man strong team going to look to secure the kill onto Washout from Ferrari Breach.
It's going to be turned into a 3v1v1 grenade. Going to be barely hitting on top of that pole. Doesn't quite get him. Oh my god, just 5 HP remaining. Washout. Going to go just a little bit further back, but I think they do have the information on both positioning. They did see the shots fired earlier by 4 Angry Kids Northwest. Oh my god.
Northrest from 4 Angry Kids. We got it. That was such a fantastic grenade. He wasn't spotted out. Clutch play coming out. Quick Math didn't know what hit him, but InsideGames, they know what's going on, because they know they have the man advantage. They know they're 3-man strong, and there's only 5 players left. The peaks come out. Northrest manages to get behind the rock just in time, and it's inside the circle. So important coming out from him. expertly executed, but now Washout, what's he going to be able to do? He's just inside the circle. Phase 8 is going to be closing on. Oh, you hate to see it. Northrest did such a great job. 4 Angry Kids eliminate. Ferrari Breach find themselves into the top 2 of the second Miramar game of the day, Max.
Certain thing you do not want to underestimate is the high ground that has Washout for Ferrari Breach, and InsideGames is certainly going to try and lurk up a little bit higher every single second. It's going to be turned into 1v3. Does that have the Mini 14? That M4 is going to be great right now.
He's got a Molotov.
That's great. This isn't an open area, so he's
throw
not
it out.
really in the corridor.
You've got nothing to lose.
At this point, yeah, he could try and use it if he does want to, but here it is. We do have a slow engage. Zampeek taking a few shots, not quite connecting. They know exactly where he is because they tried to throw a grenade earlier. And now here it is. They're going to try and split a little bit on the side, just on the right, on the left. This is maybe going to be the death of Ferrari Breach. Washout. Here it is. One angle. Grenade just in case. But it's going to be winner chicken dinner for InsideGames. Playing really safe in the end game, not really underestimating the enemies. Just nice end game.
A nice end game. Like, I still can't get over Northrest from
that was
4 Angry Kids. Like, Quick Math, they did such a good kind of push onto Ferrari Breach. Really great push coming out, but Northrest was just prone down. He was unoccupied, untouched. Perfect grenade came out, and Quick Math just found themselves blown up into smithereens. Thanos snapped, like, you know, just like that. But then
Thanos snap is 50%. That was 100%.
like, that was 100%. Like, but InsideGames, they held on as a 4-man team. They were on kind of the southeast side of this circle. And then they just drove on through. Great play coming out from them.
And also, this is the first chicken dinner of InsideGames over the course of these 4 days. So that's great. They need to kick off on this first week for them. Finally got a good performance.
Well, they've had good results.
No chicken dinner.
But no chicken dinner, and also they've had 3 0-point games. So they needed this chicken dinner to kind of balance out the 0-point games, and the points stayed secured up until that.
That was a really good grenade coming out, actually, from Zoom. You talked about it earlier, from Zirin, Milky Way. Actually, 3D Max. That was one weird move from 3D Max. They tried to pick fight Quick Math on a very, very split. They didn't try and get back together, which I find a little bit surprising. Katana, unfortunately,
that
very late
was
rotation.
a mistake. That was a mistake from Capcom. Sorry, but you gotta peek. You gotta be aware. Just like he was out in the open, out in the open.
Because you have a compound on your left, you always got to try and take that in consideration.
Exactly.
Yeah, Rewap. They were also a team that struggled a lot because they had to make it through that insane open area.
They did.
And you had like 3-4 teams even actually having angles on top of Rewap. They just didn't have time to do so. 3D Max. That was a huge Molotov actually from Nickery because they forced him out of his defensive positioning and they allowed Quick Math to come in clutch to shut down that kill.
Look at this. This was the play. A grenade came out. Oh, no. Why didn't you show it either way? Fantastic play coming out from 4 Angry Kids. And I still think he should have thrown that Molotov because he had nothing to lose. It could have caught a couple of members of InsideGames off, but either way, this is the placement points from this previous game that we've just gone through. 3 teams with 0 points. YMCA, Tornado Energy, and HeartShift. That's Tornado Energy's, I think it's actually their 3rd 0-point game, but they've had such strong games in between.
It makes up for it. Yeah.
It makes up for it.
And also, YMCA, they got chicken dinner last game.
True.
Now last position. Not feeling too good. But finally, InsideGames, 14 points. A lot of teams with 14 points.
Wow.
14 for InsideGames.
Okay.
4 Angry Kids, and also Quick Math. With Ferrari Breach, 2nd position, paired up also with 6 kill points. That's great.
It's about time, too.
Yeah.
It's about damn
They were in
time,
last
too.
position.
Like, they're such a team, such a good team with such high potential. We just hadn't seen them hit that mark up until now, so great result coming out from them. But 8 kills for Northrest.
Not surprising.
Just from that nade alone. I think that's the highest kill game we've had for an individual player. I think it was 7 before that. I can pretty much guarantee it. All came down to that fantastic nade. Got 2 squad wipes alone as Unknown from Unknown. I think that's a bit of a technical glitch, but either way, great game. Great second Miramar game that we had for you guys. But we have one more game left. We're going into the jungle of Samhawk. Don't go away. We'll be back in a couple of minutes.